Good morning, everyone. It is Monday. It is the start of a new week of vlogs. I am back from MegaCon. We had a really good time, and I'll talk more about that later. I met Ewan McGregor yesterday. Kind of feels like it was a dream. It went by so fast, but he was so lovely. We'll talk about that more later. Foster's upset because he wants his lunch. We're back home. It's a normal week of vlogs. I will catch you guys up with everything that happened. I'm pretty sure my MegaCon footage is just going in this vlog because I don't think I vlogged enough to have a separate video. We'll figure it all out, but for now, let's start the weekly vlog. Let's get things going. It's going to be a quick week since it's already Monday. It's gonna fly by, I know it. And so I am starting the day with some work and some projects that got kind of thrown at me while I was out of work on Friday. So I need to get that stuff done pronto, and then we will kick off the rest of the day. So let's get to it. Hello. So it is now Monday afternoon. I got that work project done. I still have another work project I need to do. I want to do my planner because, again, it's Monday. I haven't been here, flipping my hair around, haven't done my planner. So I do want to get that done so that I'm organized for the rest of the week. I do have a grant due tomorrow, which is the project I need to work on this afternoon. I have some other things coming up. So I want to get it all organized out of my brain into the planner, and Sammy loves a planner montage. So once I'm done with the planner, I'll get that work project done, and then I will chat with you guys about MegaCon, and we'll go down memory lane with that. I'll share my MegaCon clips. I'll do my MegaCon haul. We'll talk about Ewan McGregor, all of the things. But first, planner and work.
You say you don't wanna get in trouble, that you're doing fine cause you got me. I don't wanna break your little bubble, but you gotta wake up to reality. Cause I can see in your eyes, your head is full of dreams. Tears are proof of failure, you just gotta let them flow without.
So it's Monday evening now. Let's go through MegaCon and talk about the weekend. Had a really good time. Thursday did some Festival of the Arts, didn't vlog it, just went, had a blast, tried some food. I'll be sharing pictures from that on Instagram eventually, but tried some delicious food. I got a new popcorn bucket. I got the Imagination popcorn bucket. Had a good time doing that. Then we checked into our hotel for MegaCon Thursday night. Brittany and Jordan also drove up, checked into the same hotel, and we hung out with them for a bit while Brittany was finishing her cosplay. And then Friday was day one of MegaCon. So I'm gonna insert the clips of what I filmed over Friday, Saturday, and Sunday here. We also attended a Universal after party, which I think I vlogged a little bit, but I definitely did some vertical footage for Instagram. So this next bit is going to be everything that I filmed for MegaCon and the Universal after party. I'm gonna try to piece it together as best I can. Foster's now begging for his dinner, so I'm probably gonna kick him out in order to be able to talk to you guys and tell you the story. Otherwise he's gonna be whining the whole time. Here is that footage, and then we'll come back and have a little chat. Good morning, everyone. It is MegaCon day one for us. It actually started yesterday, but it's day one for my crew. I am going to my Destiny cosplay today, so I'm not planning to take the camera with me, but I wanted to show you at least my cosplay all put together, and then I'll probably end up vlogging either tomorrow or Sunday at the actual con when I have less pieces to a costume and can actually carry a camera and not be overwhelmed. But it's the first day, so I'm just gonna go and enjoy, but I wanted to show you my cosplay progress. So this is layer one. Layer one is just a tank top and leggings. I've got my hair and makeup done, so I've got my orange streaks in my hair because I'm going to be my warlock from Destiny. I'm gonna be the solar class. So the solar hence the orange. So here's layer 1. Let's move on to the other layer and go have a really good time at MegaCon. So if this is your first time ever checking out my MegaCon vlogs, my friends and I go to MegaCon almost every year. My best friend is very into cosplay, so hers are very serious. Depending on what she's wearing today, I might vlog a little on my phone so you can see what her cosplay is today. I'm not sure which one she's wearing. But I am not as serious. I'm like an amateur cosplayer, but I put together this Warlock cosplay for GCX last year, so I'm gonna wear it again for MegaCon this year. But MegaCon is like a giant Florida convention with every single fandom you can think of there. There's a ton of merch. There's a ton of artists there that sell their goods. A lot of people in cosplay, and it's a good time. So I need to get ready, but I will show you the next layer once it's on. Layer 2, the overcoat and the boots. So yeah, this is the underlayer. Next layer, the overlay, which is a little bigger now than when we made it last summer, so we had to safety pin the sides. But next layer complete. Next layer, the cowl I call it, my belt, and my ghost. This is a little, could have used some steaming. So I'm a little like, oh, it's a little wrinkled, but it's okay. It's fine. Everything's fine. All right, and here is the final. So I got the gloves, my hawk moon. What else did I put on? Was it just the gloves? Oh, and my bond. My Warlock bond. So there we go. Off to MegaCon we go. Day 1. Well, I didn't vlog anything, but it is the end of day 1. We are back in the room. Did a little shopping. I'll show you my haul from day 1. Got a couple compliments. Met up with our friend Chris that we met at MegaCon last year, who was also dressed as a Warlock, and he said it was really funny because earlier in the day a guy saw me and was like, "That's a great Warlock." And then apparently a little while later he saw Chris and was like, "I saw another Warlock too. She's like wearing all black Starfire Protocol." And Chris was like, "Oh, that's my friend Liz." So very small number of Destiny cosplayers, and we've all met each other at this point. So I might wear this again tomorrow and just actually vlog tomorrow. We'll see. But we're back in the room. We've got a Universal after party tonight that is separate ticket event but for MegaCon attendees. So I might film a little bit on my phone while we're there, but not taking the camera. Just gonna go have a blast, and I will actually vlog some of the con tomorrow. But today, wander around shopping. Let me show you my haul. So I didn't get too much, but I got this Loki print because I absolutely adored this series and thought that one was so cool. And then my Five Lemons company, who I absolutely love. We met her and her husband at MegaCon last year. She told us about GCX, so we saw them at GCX. And then Brittany and I actually saw her at a local indie flea. So we've met each other multiple times now. And every time I see her, I have to buy more earrings. In fact, the earrings I am currently wearing today are hers. They might be upside down, but they're my Warlock earrings. She made those. But I got these for during Halloween Horror Nights. I got some orange birds, and then I got the little UFOs that are so cute. This is her information if you want to check out her Etsy store. So now I'm gonna change and relax a bit before we head off to Universal. Like I said, our friend Chris that we met at MegaCon last year is joining us, so it's gonna be the 5 of us, and it's going to be a blast.
It's about time.
Victory ice cream.
Did it.
Well, it's day 2. I am in Warlock again, so I'm not gonna vlog again. But tomorrow I'm not in cosplay, so I will vlog tomorrow when I go over and meet Ewan and I'm wandering around in normal clothes. But I'm gonna leave the camera today because it's gonna be crazy over there. And we'll see. I might vlog on my phone some, but day 2.
That's a lot of people. Well, hello everyone, it is MegaCon day 3 for us. It's the Sunday of MegaCon. I am in my long way up shirt to go meet Ewan. So let's get over to the convention center. I'm actually gonna vlog some today and I'm gonna meet Ewan McGregor. Oh my gosh. So thankfully our hotel has a skywalk that goes straight from the hotel to the convention center, which is really nice today because it is raining. So very short walk across the skywalk, and then I'm at the convention center. Oh, like I said, it is a misty, drizzly, wintry day, which is kind of funny because the past 2 days have been absolutely gorgeous. But thank goodness for this walk. I get to go right in that door, right to the convention center. So easy. With my badge. Oh well, it's a little bit quieter in here right now. Practically empty compared to yesterday. Into the floor we go. So this is Artist Alley. This is where all the celebrities are hanging out. Con just opened 30 minutes ago, and I'm going all the way to the back to the photo ops. Let's see, we're gonna have Jason Priestley, Shannon Doherty over here later. Gina Davis. So all these guys, these are the big ones, not here right now. But they will be. Alex Kingston from Doctor Who will be there. Oh yeah, Neil's line, still very long. He does the voice for Asterion on Baldur's Gate. Lots of people waiting to meet him. Okay, he's all the way over here. Good to know. Alright, so that's everybody waiting to meet Tom Hiddleston. And then this is all of us waiting for Ewan. Okay, I met him. And now it's time to walk the floor. We're on a break, chilling. I have switched into my Fourth Wing shirt, but I met Ewan. He saw my long way up shirt and was like, I love your shirt. And then he was like, we might be doing another one. So you heard it here first. There might be another long way series coming. Very exciting. So here's our picture. He was so sweet. There was a ton of people, right? Especially for Tom Hiddleston and Ewan McGregor. They're like two most popular people here. So it was very fast, but you could tell he was like really trying to make eye contact and like make you feel that he was present with you for the 30 seconds that you had with him. So sweet. And he put his arm around me. He was so nice. Plus, I got to watch Tom Hiddleston doing his photo ops because the curtain for that was right next door, so every time the curtain opened, I could see Tom Hiddleston. That is a tall man. But, yeah, setting break, and then back on the floor for one more lap. I've done some more shopping, so I'll do a haul when we get back home. But it's been a really good time, and I can't believe I met Ewan McGregor. My heart is so happy.
Wasn't that fun? I actually haven't looked at the footage yet, so I have no idea what I just showed you. But let's talk about the highlights. Let's talk about MegaCon 2024. I, first of all, love the fact that it was February. It was so nice to be in full cosplay and not sweating to death. Brittany and I didn't end up doing our normal photo shoot. We just ran out of time for it because of time. Well, Friday we had the Universal thing, so we ran out of time. Saturday she had a panel that she wanted, no, not a panel. She had a meet and greet with the voice actor from Baldur's Gate, and that took multiple hours. And then Sunday morning she had a panel with that guy she wanted to go to, and I had a Ewan meet and greet. So just our timing was off in order to do like a full photo shoot like we normally do. So we never got around to doing that. But normally we do that when it's freaking hot outside. So I wish we had done a photo shoot, because for once we wouldn't have been sweating to death while doing it. But anyway, we had a great time. Our hotel was super conveniently located, where we just had that little bridge to go across to the convention center, which was amazing. That's the best, when you can just like walk back to your room and have lunch, or like walk back if you need change, or if your feet are hurting you, whatever, you can just go take a break. Clutch. Didn't see a ton of stuff shopping wise that I wanted. I was really hoping for some Fourth Wing stuff, and I did finally find a few items on Sunday. We got stopped a ton on Saturday when Chris, Brittany, and I were all in our Destiny cosplay. It's just something about being in a group. Once there's a group of characters all from the same thing, like people just notice you a lot more. I only got a couple compliments on Friday when I was cosplaying by myself, but Saturday there was one point where we walked into an area and we got stopped like 5 times in a row, and then for a short period of time it was like we had a paparazzi in front of us. We had like 10 people all taking our pictures at once. But oh my gosh, that Universal night was the best. That was like the best night I've ever had at Universal. It was $80 to go. You got a $25 food voucher for it, so it was really $55. Our friend Chris, who came with us, we met him at MegaCon last year. So he was in a Destiny cosplay last year at MegaCon, and there weren't that many Destiny cosplayers, so we met him and ended up following him on Instagram, becoming friends with him. He hung out with us at GCX, and then this time around, like, we were purposely planning to hang out with him, where we were inviting him to come to Universal with us because this is going to be his first ever trip to Islands of Adventure. And boy, is he spoiled, because he had his first ever trip to Universal at GCX and now his first ever trip to Islands during MegaCon. And during GCX, they rented just a small portion of Universal for the after party. We had New York, so we had The Mummy, Jimmy Fallon, Red Red Rocket, and Transformers. But MegaCon's a much bigger event. So they rented out basically all of Islands of Adventure except for Seuss Land. We thought the Hulk was going to be closed. We rushed there to get there before park closed and rode that first. But we had the Hulk, Doctor Doom, Spider-Man, Kong, the Pterodactyl Ride, Velocicoaster, Forbidden Journey, and Hagrid's all available to us. The only one with a really long wait was the Pterodactyl Ride. Pterodon Riders, I don't know how to pronounce that. It's the only ride I've never been on at Universal, and sadly still the only ride I haven't been on at Universal, because we went to get in line, and because it's not normally available for adults to ride without a child, everyone had the same idea, and it was posted at a 45-minute wait, and we were like, I don't want to miss riding Hagrid's as many times as I can to ride this thing. So someday I will ride it, but that was not the day. We waited about 25 minutes for Hulk because the park was still open. We walked on to Spider-Man. We walked on to Doctor Doom. We walked on to Kong. We made it over to Harry Potter, to Hogsmeade. We ended up waiting about 30-35 minutes to get dinner at Three Broomsticks. There were other restaurants with shorter waits, but the food at Three Broomsticks is better. And so we stayed. We just waited it out. We did 35-minute wait for Three Broomsticks, had dinner, got Chris's ice cream. We waited about 25 minutes for Hagrid's the first time, then walked on to Forbidden Journey, walked on to Velocicoaster twice in a row, and went back to Hagrid's and basically walked onto it the first time and then waited a while the second time because it broke down. But we did all of that from basically 6:45 p.m. until midnight. It was the absolute best. I was on cloud 9. Hagrid's at night, amazing. I'd only been on Hagrid's twice because the wait is usually so insane. We did it 3 times in one night. Absolutely adore that ride. My favorite ride in Universal by a landslide. Like, I love Guardians, but Hagrid's is the best. I was just a kid in a candy store having the time of my life. Velocicoaster twice in a row, also super fun. But I'd done that one at night. I had not done Hagrid's at night. So amazing. Had an absolute freaking blast. Worth it just for the after party. Hope they do that again next year because amazing. And the weather was perfect. It was chilly. It was chef's kiss. Okay, so let's talk about the highlight of the weekend, which was meeting Ewan McGregor. I said this in a previous video, but I adore Ewan. He is my favorite actor. I fell in love with him with his portrayal of Obi-Wan Kenobi and in Moulin Rouge as Christian, and I really loved the movie Big Fish. By that point I was already super into Ewan, but I loved Big Fish as well. He became my favorite actor, and then I watched his A Long Way Round series when that came out, and I just fell for him as a human. Just absolutely adore that series. I already talked about it on this vlog. I'm not going to go into the whole thing again. I decided to wear my Long Way Up shirt to have something different because I figured most people there were going to be in Star Wars gear, and I was correct. The majority of people waiting in line were either in regular clothes or they were in Star Wars clothes, so, or cosplay. So I know that man was seeing tons of Star Wars fans. Plus Hayden Christensen was there and he was doing duo photos with him. So they were seeing tons of Star Wars people. So it was my turn to finally go into the like holding area where they keep you in, and these celebrities, they kind of just have them in a room and everyone kind of cycles through. And I'd done these before. I've met David Tennant, Catherine Tate, Jeff Goldblum, Milo Ventimiglia before he got super famous again, when he was still just like a few years out from Heroes and not really doing anything crazy. They're always fast because they have to go through the whole line of people, right? So it's always been fast, but with all of those people, I felt like you at least got like a solid moment with them. So I wasn't quite prepared for just how much of a machine they were turning these photos into, because Ewan and Tom Hiddleston are just such huge actors that they were just cranking the people through. And it wasn't the actor's fault. Like, you could tell from me watching Tom, from me watching Ewan meet the people in front of me, that he was trying to give as much of himself as he possibly could in such a short window of time. But the people running the thing, the epic photo op people, were like, all right, go, next, go, next, go. Like, they were cranking through people. So I already knew I was gonna get like such a short snippet of his time. But like I said, I watched him with the people in front of me, and he was really like engaged with each person, like making sure to give them their full attention. So checked myself in the little mirror they had, and then she said, okay, it's your turn. So I walked up and he was just making direct eye contact, like full on eye contact with me, shook my hand, and I didn't think he'd look down at my shirt because he was like so locked in on my eyes that I didn't think he'd notice. So we shook hands and I went to like show like my shirt. And as I started doing this, he's like, I love your shirt. So he had already spotted me, I guess, as I was walking in, or before I turned the corner, something. He had already like seen the shirt. He said, I love your shirt. He pulled me in for the picture, which is this, nice and squeezed in there, very lovely. So we took the picture and they're like, okay. Instead of like shoving me out, he like let me go and like got my attention again and was like, just so you know, we might be making another one. And I was like, oh, please. And he was like, just flashed his signature Ewan smile to me, said goodbye, and off I went and got my picture. But he loved my shirt. I think it worked out well. And I got inside scoop that they might be doing another one. Like, oh, that would be so good. So the eye contact, the smile, just as lovely in person as you would expect it to be. Of my favorite male celebrities at this point, it's pretty much Milo and Ewan, and I've met both of them. How crazy is that? That was MegaCon 2024. They've already announced that MegaCon 2025 will be in February again, which I'm thrilled. My hips and my legs and my feet are glad I'm back home and not shuffling through the convention center all day. We had a good time. So now I have one more little work thing to finish, and then I'm gonna go make us dinner and get back into the swing of normal life for the rest of the week, which, again, I don't know how to do that because I met Ewan McGregor in What Is Life?
I've been on my spaceship counting stars since '94, waiting for someone to come and knock on my door, looking for someone who'd be the Venus to my Mars. Why does love always have to be this hard? Got me feeling like
our finished paninis with potatoes and a little extra zucchini. It looks delicious.
Hey guys, it is Tuesday afternoon. I filmed for Fit for the Vlog, but I don't think I filmed anything for this. It has been a busy Tuesday. I've got a grant that's due today, so I am swamped. But I just want to say that Dawn just texted me that she finished reading Fourth Wing and Iron Flame. So I think she got them last week and she's already burned through both of them. So we're all falling for Fourth Wing and Iron Flame. And now she's sending me her theories. So book club is expanding. I did order the ACOTAR series. So that'll start arriving this week while I'm reading Dark Tower. And I'll jump into that, but Fourth Wing.
Okay, it's dinner time. We're having vegan curried roasted chickpea bowls with carrots, spiced basmati rice, and red pepper chutney. That's a lot of words for one dinner. Never mind on the HelloFresh. Some of the ingredients had gone bad. I did wait till the very last day to try to make that recipe. So that's not happening. So not sure what we're having for dinner yet. Mike has hockey approaching very quickly, so he's probably not eating now. He'll probably grab something on his way home. So now I have to figure out dinner for myself. Well, tonight's dinner ended up being spicy soy noodles, and I heated up some peas and added it to it so I have some veggies, so it's not just noodles. Yeah, it's just gonna be one of those nights. It was a long day of writing grants, and that's about what I had the capacity for. Do you think it's lunchtime? Does this dog want his lunch? Have you been whining because you want your lunch? Are you hungry? Do you want food? You want food? Oh, Colby heard me. Oh, I'm back from the back porch.
So hey guys, it is Wednesday and I'm in my office and I promised you a haul from MegaCon. So let me do that so I can clear off my desk and have some more space. Here's what I got at MegaCon 2024.
Okay, let's start with this super cute Spaceship Earth purse that I found. I have a couple other items from this shop, so I'll show their card, but I could not resist. She had some really cute orange bird bags as well that were tempting, but I mean, just look at it. I love it. So I got that bag, and then I think these, the Bright Suns, is a different seller. This is the girl who was running it, which is charmedandcozy.etsy.com. We've got the Spaceship Earth Orange Bird, which is super cute. We've got the super cute Pastel Imagination. And then this other one, Bright Suns, had Scully and Mulder, so I had to get that. And then Miss Minutes from Loki. And then this shop, Whimsical Craft Co., I saw these earrings and I had to get them. Plus, look at the lightsaber bookmark. And then I spent all weekend looking for Fourth Wing and Iron Flame stuff. So she had more of these, but she'd sold out of Violet and a couple of the other characters. Thankfully, Xaden was still there and the 3 dragons were still there. So I got Xaden, Sigale, Tarn, and Andarna. And then all she had left other than that was this really cute sticker of Violet and Xaden and the 3 dragons, who I absolutely love. Now she said she had a sticker pack, she said she had a pillow, she said she had a shirt, and all of those had sold out. So I need to go on her Etsy and check out the rest of what she has. But I've been browsing Etsy ever since I got home and have like a shopping cart full of Fourth Wing Iron Flame stuff waiting that I'm needing to decide what I want. So also I just realized I had those flipped over. This is the cuter side and I had it flipped over, which I was giving you her information, but this is the cuter way to look at those. Okay, so we just had the other veggie Sammys like 2 nights ago, but this is the recipe that has the most veggies in it, and I like to do the most veggie heavy recipes first so the veggies have the best chance of staying good. Plus we had green beans for lunch today. So we're gonna have the veggie Sammys again. This is a different recipe. It's got feta cheese, it's got this red pepper mayo, it's got sweet potatoes with it, so slightly different but very similar. Just happens sometimes. So this is gonna be dinner tonight.
mistakes now. Cause I don't wanna stay. Wanna live my own life. Wanna feel passion for something or someone that makes my world turn upside down. Wanna give it up for something or someone that's better than this. So don't be too offended. I have to leave. There's nothing in for me, no. I'm not fitting in. I've packed my things to go. Am I being naive? But it's my choice to make. It's my new rebellious way.
And here is dinner. Finished Sandoz before we close them up. Yummy, had some extra veggies on the side. I know this one's good. I remember it being really good.
So hello everyone, happy Thursday. I read about 100 pages of Wizard and Glass last night. So I'm like an eighth of the way through. It's like almost 900 pages. It's a big book, but it's also big font, a much bigger font than Fourth Wing and Iron Flame were. So I think it's more intimidating than it really is. So I'll probably read some more of that tonight. I'm not sure if we're gonna go out for dinner tonight or if we're gonna eat. And I have the HelloFresh meals, but I'm kind of feeling like going out somewhere. But Sunday is the Super Bowl. And although I do not care about either team that's playing in the Super Bowl, nor do I really care about pro football anymore. I used to be very invested. I used to play fantasy football. So if you're in a fantasy football league, you kind of have to pay attention to everything going on with football. So I was very involved with it back then. I do love football, but I'm going to make a bunch of Super Bowl food. We're going to have our little Super Bowl party here with just Mike and I will share that with you in next week's vlog. But well, it is the evening time now. I got a good chunk of that grant done. And we have decided to go out to Carrabba's tonight. We had Carrabba's, what, 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, whatever that was. And it was delicious. We loved it. I know it's just a chain restaurant, but as far as chain restaurants go, Carrabba's is probably my favorite. And we had never been to this Carrabba's before. And it was actually really, really good. So we're going back again. That sounded good to us. And I didn't feel like cooking tonight. So that is the plan. And we're just waiting on Mike to get a little work done. I'm gonna change clothes and off to Carrabba's we go. So hey guys, it is Friday. I am out and about doing errands. Just dropped off something for Mike at the UPS store. Now I'm going to check the post office and then I'm going to Publix to get our Super Bowl groceries. And then tonight is a Joe Bob Valentine's Day special. I have a shirt. I am ready for whatever Valentine's Day horror movies Joe Bob is gonna pick for us. It's gonna be a good time. So let's go finish these errands and get some work done. I have this grant that's due next week that I really have to get most of it done today. So fun errands, then not so fun work. All right, I'm flashing back to last year when Sammy was here and we came to Publix and it was just balloons everywhere and I was like, it's not normally quite like this because it's Valentine's Day and Super Bowl colliding again. Balloons galore. All the Valentine's Day stuff, but lots of balloons. And even more balloons. Balloons everywhere. Balloon palooza. That was a long Publix trip, but I'm at Dunkin' now picking up some drinks for us and everything's Valentine's Day here. So I want to know, do you guys, are you big into Valentine's Day? Because we are not. I used to be. As like a teenager, I was really into it. I think mainly just because of the timing of everything. Like it's like a gauntlet between our anniversary, my birthday, Mike's birthday, Christmas. It's all in that like same window. So then to have Valentine's Day like 2 months later, like I'm celebrated out. So we're not Valentine's Day people. By that point, we have bought enough cards. We have written everything we could possibly write to each other in a few months span. So we're not Valentine's Day people. But let me know if you are a Valentine's Day couple or if you just love Valentine's Day. Leave me a comment down below. All right, we'll pause here. I just got iced coffee with coconut and caramel. It basically makes the Samoa drink that they had years ago.
They don't put it officially out anymore, which is a shame because it's delicious, but they always have the unsweetened coconut and then the sweetened caramel, and that's just what it was. So I think it may have had toasted coconut before, but either way, it's yummy. Okay, so funny story time. Oh, what's going on with my hair? So I came home from the grocery store with a rotisserie chicken, right? And Foster loves rotisserie chicken. So I left it on the counter, was getting some stuff done, letting it cool down so I could go shred it to save it for recipes for Sunday. And I realized Foster was acting weird. He was sleeping under my desk and like really close to me, but our neighbors are having their screens replaced. So I thought maybe he was just antsy because he could see people working in the backyard, and I thought maybe he just was antsy about that. So I just had Mike take them out, and then he came right back and was like all in Mike and I's business. And I'm like, what is it? And then I realized it's the chicken. This dog knows there's chicken sitting on the counter, and he cannot, he cannot live without getting some of this chicken, right? He just finally gave up because I came back in here to grab my camera. But come on, watch him. He's been like attached to me and like he's leading the way. He's like, yeah. What's up there? What's up there, Bean? He's literally shoving me toward it. Is this what you want? Are you excited for the rotisseries? Give me the rotisseries, Mom. I know I get little bits. Well, Mike went off to get his hair cut, and the boys have had their dinner. So I'm getting ready to get back into my book, about 200 pages in, and I'm gonna do a little reading while he's gone. Once he's on his way home, I'll start making his dinner, and then 9 p.m. tonight is the Joe Bob special. So that's the plans for the evening. Well, Mike texted me that his barber's running like really far behind. So he's already been gone for like an hour, and I haven't gotten a text that he's started getting his haircut yet. So he said to go ahead and start dinner without him. So now I'm deciding, do I want the veggie burger or do I make myself something else and save the veggie burgers for another time? So that's what I'm figuring out. He's probably just gonna pick up food on his way home. That's my guess. Never mind, literally as I filmed that, he texted me that he's on his way back. So making the burgers. And there we go. Dinner. Veggie burgers and peas and a fresh haircut. Well, dinner was yummy, and now I am in my Joe Bob attire. This is from the Christmas event that they do where they raise money for charity. So I ordered the shirt and gave some money to charity in the process. So we still got about 30 minutes before that starts. So I'm gonna do a little more reading and then Joe Bob special time. It's time. So exciting. All right, guys, well, it's almost 1 a.m. and I'm calling it. Unfortunately, Joe Bob did the fun 80s horror movie second. Everyone that I've watched so far, it's been fun 80s horror movie first, and then a more serious, darker horror film second. And so I make it through the first one, and then I usually don't make it through the second one. But this time he did like the serious one first, and it actually had like a crazy cast. It was Reese Witherspoon and Kiefer Sutherland, Brooke Shields, Brittany Murphy. Like, it actually had a lot of people that we all know. It's from 1996, called Freeway. It was like a take on Little Red Riding Hood. But it was like way too dark, way too serious, way too slow. So I ended up turning it off. We watched Traitors, and then I came back to watch the second film. And the second film was Vamp from 1986. And it was so much more fun. Like, I was having a blast watching it, but it's 1 a.m. There's still probably at least an hour to go. I think they usually go until 2 a.m. and I'm tired. So I can always finish watching it tomorrow or whenever because it'll still be on Shudder. So I'm calling it, but I am bummed because that one would have been so much more fun. And Michael stayed watching the first movie, and I told him, hey, text me when the second movie is starting. And I turned it back on, he hadn't texted me yet, and the second movie was getting ready to start, so I texted him like, hey, I have perfect timing, it's about to start. Didn't hear from him. So he definitely fell asleep during the first movie, and he missed all the fun 80s movie too, so maybe he and I'll end up
rewatching it tomorrow and texting each other throughout it, because we were trying to like text watch it together and it just wasn't fun enough to do so. So with that, I'm gonna sign off for this weekly vlog, but I will see you guys again next week. And some fun stuff this weekend, some fun spooky stuff this weekend. So I'll see you guys then. Bye.